Yazan? Imadingus and accidentally turned off notifications. THX Hasanabi. Hello Hassan, hello chat, you're looking cute today. Happy 7 months, Mr. Hasanabi. Hassle. months. Let's go Hassel. Love you chat, and Tayajan for being the best dad on Twitch.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, a fantastic afternoon, or a fantastic pre-noon. No matter where you are in the world, I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We are live
Hasanabi.
and alive. And I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one. Are you guys having a fantastic one?
Thank you for 10 months of content, Hassel.
Little fucking this thing. Okay, all right. It's working. It's working. It's working good. It's working good. Okay.
Just for
It is
2 weeks. Gamers will eat
Wednesday, May 26th, 2021, 11:32 a.m. and I'm a little late because I wanted to do a little bit of grooming, you know, like fix up the old neck beard. I'm gonna get a haircut tomorrow. Tim's coming over, cut that shit up so I can have you know, fix it up a little bit and have long hair, or like have that long hair grow out evenly. Okay. Trying to get laid in Texas? No, that's not it at all. It's more so that I, and you should do this as well, want to look presentable when I'm around other people. That's what it is. It's important to do that. A lot of people don't do that, but I haven't been around people in a while, or am just getting back into being around other people.
21 months Hassel XQCL.
So I want to fucking, you know, look as presentable as possible. I don't think I'll be interacting with Normans too much in Texas. I think I'm just going to be hanging out with streamers for the most part. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it works that way. Like I don't know if I'll don't wear the shirts we send you. Yeah, dude, I have an entire apartment that is just dedicated to shirt storage. Basically, it's just straight up shirt storage all the way. I need to move into a larger place exclusively so I can fucking have more. I need a larger place. Like, I need to buy a home just so I can fucking have space for all the goddamn PO box shit that you guys send me. Holy shit. Hey, what's going on? I need to move into this house. Why do you need to move into this house? Do you have a family? No, I just have 30,000 kids that send me shirts from all around the world, and I got no space for it. So this is what I need to do. Anyway, hope everyone's having a good one though. Can you wear the Vivienne Westwood necklace I sent you again soon? Bro, that is literally Jin Sweet. Don't fucking backseat closet this right now, okay? Come on, guy. I literally wear the glasses that you got me like pretty much every day. Holy shit, brother. Donate them, maybe? Yeah, maybe. I don't know who the fuck wants like shirts that say Poopa Piker on them, but hey, what's going on? I am going to donate my Poopa Piker shirts here. Would you like to purchase these? It's like
people, hey.
I mean, also, in a lot of instances, like, I don't even want to. I wear them. I'm a hoarder, man. It's a problem. Your room in Austin?
So,
What the fuck is this? Is this what my room looks like in Austin? Let's see. Let's take a look.
This is the Hassan wheel. Yeah, but we got like, so this is why like I think we're doing kind of overkill, because we got a setup for everyone to be streaming at the same time, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, maybe people wouldn't stream at the same time.
What do we do when we're not on our computer? I just want people to feel at home and welcome. That's the thing.
Yeah, they feel welcome. Melena, all you have to do is just get in this bed and just lay here like this. And,
Get your fucking shoes off! I bought this yesterday. Fan i helvete! Jeg sa jeg hater deg. Nå har jeg fucking watch that again. God. Are you fucking serious?
oh my God, the
At
anger.
Hasanabi, have you ever thought about
The
doing
unbridled
anything with
rage.
Nova Media? You probs know who they are, but if not, they're a UK-based
What?
leftist media organization.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Wait, is that my setup?
Love from Turkey, Habibi.
You think we should get a
Come to
very,
Beşiktaş.
very tiny pillow for Hassan?
Wow.
Okay, dude. Okay,
Just a
dude.
very
I don't have a tiny
super
head.
small pillow. Like I'll go to like Joann's Fabrics and
Wow,
just get like the smallest pillow ever,
wow,
like a kid's pillow.
Fucked up.
wow.
Would that be fucked?
Is that really how you want to start that relationship off?
What's he making? Is he making like
Pogo.
chicken wraps right now? With like red onions and pickles and shit? That's so sick. Dude,
Poop.
can I just say something, dude? Just please never find yourself being this person in the chat. Okay? I gotta stop real quick from whatever the fuck I was doing. But like, bro, just because your interest lies on the political realm does not make like your fucking insane demands and the way that you spam shit
Hassle.
any more normal. Like, it's still fucking weird, okay? Just be normal. Just be normal, dog. Be fucking normal, dude.
Colon.
Please, God, just tell me about Muhammad Al-Kurd. Please, God, just tell me.
Been around for a year, finally subbed 3 months ago. Love you, Hassan.
Just like, I don't know when he's going to be on. I haven't figured it out yet. So why don't you just fucking chill? Is this the same motherfucker? Like,
Poggy's 2 months.
bro, what are you, like a Muhammad Al Kurd stan or something? Like, are you just like, are you the first stan account? Oh, Palestinian Dream is a separate person. Damn, I'm out here catching strays. It's not even me asking anymore.
Yo.
Like, a community that often, especially in recent days within, because we have like subcultures in my chat, right? In this community, there's like different frogs, right?
Hi.
Different like factions. My favorite faction is variety across the board. Likes politics, likes the React shit, likes the fucking gaming, okay? My second favorite is the gaming frogs overall that love all manner of gaming because like they're the fucking backbone, okay? Variety frogs are OP. They're straight up the best. And then it just like falls apart. The third used to be politics frogs, but god damn, they lost their fucking minds when I wasn't like covering as much politics. And they really got to like a really fucking annoying place. And now most of you eat well. And even then you still fucking lose your shit. Like, calm down, dude. There is a method to this madness, okay? Just
5 months hassle.
RP frogs are not here. They only come back to resubscribe. RP frogs, you want to know what RP frogs are doing? They're like, you know, 25-month resubscription. Hey, just came back in here to tell you that you fucking suck because you never play with Donnie anymore. So I just only watch Buddha and Anthony Z and Das Mandy. Also, Donnie Wen Pago. It's like, well, okay. See, this is one of them. Goosh Goosh the Clown. Fucking 18-month subscriber.
You are going to Texas to live with 2 people from the show for a weekend.
Anyway.
Any Anglo news today, Arjan? Pogo Bojo's ex-top advisor had a spicy session today where he brought up Spider-Man memes. What champ?
What? Who did that? I fucking missed that. What is it? Anglo news today. Bojo's ex-top advisor had a spicy session today where he brought up Spider-Man memes. What champ?
Pogies Arjan.
So, I'm actually fucking stoked on the 90 Day Fiancé that we were watching earlier. That shit's gonna be fucking poggers. Hey, by the way, hey guys, nature is healing, you know? Deadly mass shooting at public transit rail yard in California. So, we're back. Authorities give update on the shooting in San Jose. There was, I think, another shooting that occurred. It was just shots fired at the George Floyd Memorial in Minneapolis. Just like America's back, baby. We're back in a big way. You know what I'm saying? Biden is doing the same thing Trump was doing in regards to the Wuhan lab story. Okay, here's the thing about the Wuhan lab.
When are you going to do a hot tub
there have
stream?
been numerous more investigations, and the original suspicion or the original speculation. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm not going to talk about this news yet. I'll get to it in a second. But like Biden doing an intelligence report on the Wuhan lab story, or just further investigating the Wuhan lab story being like a leak from this lab, is something that I will wait to fucking see if it's legitimate or not. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and be like it's a CIA op. Ultimately, it literally does not matter. The problem isn't that someone accidentally fucking walked out with bat doo-doo from a Wuhan lab and then ultimately COVID spread, right?
Wow,
it wasn't made in the fucking lab. We know that. But if there was a bat that was sick that was being fucking worked on and someone fucking stepped in bat shit and it took it out, it doesn't matter. That does not change our disastrous mishandling of COVID. You know what I mean? Like, like that's so dumb. Like, I feel like there's this like secret out there where, oh yeah, we fucking got him, dude. We figured out that it was the Chinese lab that like leaked, where this like originally leaked on accident. And it's like, okay, but we still got fucking owned, dog. Like, what do you mean? And the only reason why this benefits people, or the people are just like super horny for it, is because some genuinely want the truth, and that's understandable. Maybe some people even want to increase the protective or the security protocols within labs like this to make sure that these sorts of leaks never happen, right? If it is true, if this story is true. But the real reason why the overwhelming majority of Americans want this is so they could just be like, yeah, it wasn't our fault. It was China's fault all the way, dude. It was literally China. China's the reason why my fucking racist father thinks that Bill Gates is going to make him gay with a microchip. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no. Yeah, Bill, like China. Oh God, it was China, dude. I swear, dude, it was China. China is the reason why fucking South Korea and Australia dealt with COVID appropriately. And here in the United States, we like did not. It's any way to just like avoid seeing the reality about our, oh my God. Remember when I said I wasn't going to talk about the news yet? Fuck! Personal news time, and I'm already talking about the news, man. I can't stop myself, dude. Okay, Dominic Cummings talks about a Spider-Man meme. All right, we'll take a
I got
fucking
my
look at
first
this
dose
in a
of the Pfizer
second, bro.
vaccine yesterday despite
Very
having
good,
a
bro.
really intense needle phobia. It was the first
That's how I
time
felt
I've
when it
ever
first
gotten a
started to hit
shot
the US. I was
without
like,
pain.
really doesn't matter where it
Thank
came
you
from.
for
It's here now.
motivating me.
Shaking my head and cry. Anyway. Motherfuckers are like, dude, talk about the news. Get to the news. You know what? Fuck it. Here, dude. I'm blasting. I'm starting the news already, okay? Fuck it. Here, I'm tweeting out that I'm doing the news. Fuck you, okay? How about that?
Hope to see
Daycare
some
is
of you in
open.
Hasanabi heads in Austin for the Women's March hassle.
We're talking. Daycare is open. America is healing. As in, we have mass shootings happening. Too much. I shouldn't say that in a tweet. Daycare is open. How do you explain this? What is this? Theodore Kaczynski. Fuck your personal news. Okay. There you go. Let me do a public square execution real quick early in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Pogo Arjan? Pogo Arjan? Pogo Arjan?
Wait, aren't you supposed to be in Austin? No, dude. What? Also, like all these biosafety level 4 labs across the world have the same protocol, so it's not even the lab's fault. It's just an accident. If the story is true that it like originally like the sick bat somehow was like transferred from inside a lab outside, then yes, it would be a leak that it would be a completely fucking accidental leak. Isn't the Mizkif roast in Austin? No. Rude, dude. But would you rather have parasocial creeps? Parasocial creeps? People that say fuck your personal news are not like the opposite on the opposing side of parasocial creeps. Me being like, this is what happened in my life, here's what's going on, is just me being a fucking human being and having a conversation with people. Okay? You said it was debunked? No. I said that the virus originating, like being created inside of a laboratory, was debunked. And that is still debunked. But I also didn't think that it leaked out of a lab. I can be wrong. Like, I have the capability of being wrong, guys. I have no way of knowing beyond what I look to and what I see and what authorities say and what the news media reports on, and parsing through it myself. But it was not created in a lab.
No, you cannot be wrong.
It was debunked by the people that would have been held liable. Yeah, instead we should have brought in Shirley Jesting 666 instead of the scientific community that was not even remotely related to the fucking Wuhan lab, conducting an investigation into the organic matter of the COVID virus, to recognize that the compound or the genetic code of the virus itself was actually natural rather than modified by humans, which is something easily fucking identifiable. But having said that, though, you know, instead of having that guy investigate because he spent his entire life on looking at this sort of shit, we should have Twitch streamers look at it. Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. One motherfucker stepped in bad shit and now half of us are on antidepressants. It doesn't even come from a bat. It comes from a pangolin, but it comes from a bat mixed with. It's the consensus at the time, or the theory at the time, was that it was transferred from a bat to a pangolin.
I heard gray names created and leaked COVID into the world.
Anyway. Okay, daycare is open. We're talking Wuhan news.
Blah.
Mass shooting in CA and more. Get in now. Mizkif roast later. Dude,
really
I have some fucking touch and go jokes on the Mizkif roast. Like I wrote some shit that I'm a little worried about. I got some help as well. Okay. It's not gonna be awful. I'm just like worried that, you know, some No, my ghostwriter isn't Will. No. All right, mass shooting in California. Come join the fun. That's not what I said. I just said daycare's open. We're talking Wuhan news, a mass shooting in CA and more. Get in now. Mizkif Rose later. That's not. I didn't want to fucking say something like, you know.
5 months. Thanks.
Good luck roasting Miz worse than he roasts himself every day. I mean, the goal of the roast is not to hurt the person's feelings, chatter. I think you were... Like, I think you understand that, right? Anyway. All right, let's just fucking get in right now. Let's just get started. There's a deadly mass shooting at a public transit rail yard in California. Macy's, I hope this doesn't have some fucking TOS in it, brother. This is like scary.
Breaking news. Multiple people are dead following a mass shooting in San Jose, California. This
It's America. Like, we're back. America's back. Like, I want to cover this with, dude, in a normal country, when something like this happens, it's like devastating. You know what I mean? Where you're supposed to be like, the shooter is my girlfriend's neighbor, bro. Lol, she's been texting me all morning because she lives in San Diego. What? Okay. That's wild. Normally, in a normal country where this sort of thing happens, you don't have fucking chatters who are like, oh yeah, the shooter's, you know, I know the shooter. Like, I have like a relationship with a shooter in a fucking community where there's like 18,000 people in here. Or when motherfuckers are like, oh yeah, we're back, baby. Just another day in Compton, bitch. That's literally not true. What the fuck? Like, yeah, bro, people in Compton are just fucking... Like, maybe at least say Chicago, but even then, it's like not this to this degree. What the fuck kind of psychotic take is that? Like one of the more violent areas, and even then, it's like insane, and it does not happen like this. It's just something that happens in America all around, randomly.
5 months pogo stick.
Yeah, dude, Compton is like the ultimate self-report because it is like not even... It's not like that at all. Like Compton, Inglewood, like Crenshaw, like these areas are fucking nowhere near like as you just basically mean it's black, okay? That's all you're saying. Like you're basically saying, "Oh no, these are black and brown areas." Like that's all you're trying to say at that point. They aren't black anymore, Hassan? Yes, Compton specifically. I mean, those areas are definitely being gentrified for sure. They're poor and gentrified, asshole. I'll have you know, I'm an expert on this. My father is literally showcase top.
Breaking news. Multiple people are dead following a mass shooting in San Jose, California. This happened early this morning at the VTA light rail yard. This is a place where light rail cars are stored. It is in downtown San Jose, directly across the street from the sheriff's department, we have learned. And moments ago, we saw these VTA employees walking near the scene. We've learned the shooter is dead. We're not sure how he died. We also know there are multiple victims, both killed and injured, but we haven't been given an exact number. CNN's Dan Simon just arrived on scene. He just spoke to a worker. What are you hearing, Dan?
Well, hi, Anna. This worker I spoke to, who did not want to be identified, said he did not witness this shooting, but it's his understanding that this happened at the beginning of a shift. Now, he wasn't aware of a formal meeting taking place when this shooting happened, but he said it would not be uncommon for workers to be getting their operating instructions for a day, to be huddling together. And he said it's his understanding that's when these particular shots rang out. We are in front of a county building, Anna. The reunification center for families has been moved from the sheriff's office to this particular county building. I can tell you that we have seen some family members show up, some anxious folks. I spoke to one gentleman who said that his neighbor actually works for the VTA, a very close friend of his. He said he's been trying to get in touch with them. When he heard the shooting, he immediately dashed to this reunification center to find out what he could. He's very anxious, as you might imagine, as all of these loved ones are, trying to find out information about what happened to the people they knew who were huddled at this VTA transportation yard when these shots rang out just before or just after 6:30 in the morning. Again, Anna, we don't have final confirmation in terms of how many fatalities, but we know that there are multiple. Also don't know what particular weapon was used, and very little information at this point in terms of who the shooter might be, Anna.
Okay, what the fuck is this? Oh, God damn it. This is why it's like, whenever people tell me, like, listen, you got to cover this breaking news, like, shooting story, it's like, we don't know anything, dude. We don't know anything. It just, like, happened literally just now in San Jose, California, and the only news that we know so far is that at least 8 people are confirmed dead after the mass shooting in a San Jose rail yard, in addition to the suspected shooter, the police say. So that's it.
Now,
we don't
with
know.
numbers, I can confirm with you at this point that there are 8 victims that are pronounced deceased at this point.
Some people were saying 9, but this is just the from an hour ago. This is the fucking.
And there's 1 suspect that's pronounced deceased. This is still ongoing, like I said. The numbers can change. Okay, so this is still a fluid and active, ongoing investigation.
Why are shootings in California on national television, but the 12 over the past week aren't? It completely depends. It depends on what zip code the shooting occurs in. It depends on why aren't you usually waiting until more info is out like you normally do? I mean, I'm just giving you the information that's currently available. I'm not going to make a speculation on it, but people are like, dude, cover this. But the reason why people often, here's what it is. Rich neighborhoods, are there white victims, or are there like suspected racial motivations? Is it an incel shooter theory? Like, because the news media does operate in a similar way to the entertainment industry. So if there is, I was quoting Eazy-E when I said just another day in Compton. It's an NWA song. Wasn't trying to make a joke of mass shootings. Okay, got it. Sorry. Okay. So part of the reason why some shootings get more coverage than others is entirely dependent on the dynamic and also what the rest of the news day looks like. What? People are already speculating on it, though. Let's take a look at what this retired New York PD, NYPD Detective Pat Brosnan had to say.
Good morning, Harris. Actually, in a rational world where there's adherence to the rule of law and respect for law enforcement, say pre the summer of love of 2020, I think there would be more nuanced response in terms of opening a shooting, an active shooting right next door to where there's a load of armed professional shooters under law enforcement. But the rules have changed. You know, crimes are no longer illegal. There's no longer enforcement of
Crimes are no longer illegal, says ex-New York Police Department detective. Okay, where will he go from here? I would like to know where else is he, where I mean, this started off very strong.
Of lots of laws, and there's an empowerment of these active shooters. And you know, Harris, this is the time that I wish I was wrong with my prediction, which I mentioned to anybody who'd listen, that once COVID starts to lift, these cowardly shooters will come out exactly in tandem with the number of vaccinations. You can be sure they probably got vaccinated.
Yeah, dude. A shooter who, mass shooters always are like, I want to make sure that when I'm fucking doing murder, like the maximum amount of murder I can do, I also want to be courteous not to fucking spread COVID, dude. The one thing about mass shooters that everybody always knows is that, like, you know, in a violent rampage, they still want to make sure that no one's getting COVID. Like, they themselves are not getting COVID. They themselves are being protected from, you know, the worst parts of COVID. I think that, like, I think this is such a psychotic line. Like, it should not have even been addressed. I should have literally not addressed it. I almost, like, I feel like I legitimized it by addressing it. Like, yeah, the mass shooters eating ice cream. You know, the weather's starting to get warm, and mass shooters, you betcha that mass shooter was eating ice cream. These sick freaks, they're eating ice cream before they do the mass shootings. Like, what did you just, like, tie that to? What kind of fucking sick shit is this?
They were just scared to come out. And they're coming back, and you see the numbers don't lie. The shootings are up dramatically, skyrocketing, actually, on active shootings throughout the United States as we've come through this pandemic. It's really terrifying stuff.
3 months already, lol, Karen.
You know, Pat, as we listen to that very brief news...
Dude, motherfuckers would be like, it's not the guns that make it easier to do mass shootings, but it's the vaccine, actually. Like, in an effort, I've said this before,
I can see my house
conservatives will routinely demonstrate incredible levels of creativity in an effort to deflect away from, like, the actual issues, right? Like, in their endless endeavor to turn something that is otherwise, like, pretty fucking reasonable of a take into something that is unreasonable, they will go to, like, the incredible lengths. Like, they will be the most creative motherfuckers. Actually, the vaccines are causing people to go out and purchase guns, which are not at fault here, but the shooter is at fault. And not even the shooter, because also the shooter was, you know, motivated by the vaccinations, probably, like, feeling free to go out and do mass shootings. So, we don't know anything yet. There's suspicions that it could have been like, there's suspicions that it could have been a fucking, it could have been an ex-employee. So, we don't know yet. This is all I have on this so far.
Again,
I mean,
we are so short on information here, Dan, but give us a better sense of where this happened, because my understanding is it's right across.
Actually, I'm going to skip this. This video has no fucking details whatsoever. So right now, everyone that says anything about this issue is going to be fucking bullshit. They're saying that there's an arson that potentially happened that they're linking back to this employee that they suspect is the one who... Hopefully the shooter's not Muslim, because then I have to deal with the stigma. We don't know anything. Yes, California does have a lower rate of gun violence than other states. This is the primary news anchor and the sports director emeritus for the NBC Bay Area. Raj Matai, who is showing the photo of the mass shooter. Like I said, I'm still going to wait for more information to come out. I am not going to move on this without further information coming out. This one at least is like an update, so maybe there's some more information.
Good afternoon. We're coming on the air at this hour because there has been another deadly mass shooting in America. This one at a transportation.
Santa Clara County Community Information.
Here.
The facility is a control center for the Santa Clara Valley Transportation
My name is
Authority.
Deputy Russell Davis, R-U-S-S-E-L-L, last name Davis, D-A-V-I-S, Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office Public Information Officer. Before we want to start today, I want to put out our condolences to the victims and family members from this incident. This is a tragic and ongoing investigation that we're doing right now. So we ask for the privacy for the family members until we can get everything sorted and figured out from here. Okay. This morning at 6:34 a.m., Santa Clara County Communications Center received multiple 911 calls of a shots fired call located in the area of 101 West Younger Avenue in the city of San Jose.
Is it fair to assume the shooter is white? Some people in the chat are. Well, according to news sources right now, like these are legitimate sources of news, but I still want to wait on it because they can get stuff wrong. But yes, the shooter is a VTA employee listed as a substation manager. But I'm not going to, like, an older white dude is what the current is, what the reporting coming out of, like, not random fucking Twitter accounts or anything like that, but actually from actually from the news organizations.
Which is a Valley Transportation Authority hub for VTA. Upon receiving multiple phone calls of shots fired, deputies showed up to the scene.
Stop speculating. It's not speculation, motherfucker. I'm giving you exactly what the news reports are saying. Like, that's not speculation. Shut up.
There were multiple victims that were shot at the scene.
Have you ever been close to a shooting?
Injuries,
I live in America,
and multiple
dude.
casualties from this incident. I can't confirm with you at this point on how many injuries there are or how many casualties. This is still a fluid and ongoing investigation, and we're still trying to collaborate everything, what exactly happened with this incident. I will tell you right now, the suspect involved with this incident is deceased. I'm not going to go into details as to what was the cause of death at that point, but he is deceased. And the biggest thing we want to ensure is public safety for our community out there. And right now, public safety is assured at this point. We do have investigators on scene, pretty much doing our investigation to see exactly what happened and transpired. We had multiple law enforcement agencies that responded to the incident, including multiple fire personnel from different agencies that responded to the scene and assisted as well. We did initiate our active shooter protocol through the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office and through the Santa Clara County.
New updates show that, listen, this was updated an hour ago, but 9 people were killed, including the gunman, in a shooting Wednesday morning at the San Jose rail yard. Okay, this is from the LA Times, so I'm just gonna fucking, this is legitimate. The suspect set his house on fire, then drove to a Valley Transportation Authority union meeting and began shooting. That's what the law enforcement sources are saying. The gunman was identified by sources as Samuel Cassidy, 57, a maintenance worker at VTA. This is it. Okay. And they suspect that he lit himself, or he lit his house on fire. Authorities are also at his house currently. Okay. So it wasn't that Chatter's, or maybe it's the Chatter's girlfriend's neighbor. I don't know. But we received information that there are explosive devices that are located inside the building, said Deputy Russell Davis of the Santa Clara Sheriff's Department. We activated our bomb squad, which is currently out on scene. Okay. Dude, let's not make jokes about whether he was vaccinated or not, because, like, listen, this community does have a fucking gigantic sphere that it operates in, and I feel like we're just speaking that into existence, into the fucking stratosphere. I feel like people are going to start unironically talking about that as though that's like a legitimate talking point, even though we're joking right now. So, okay, don't Don't fucking... It's not even manifesting it, dude. Sometimes we make memes in here and then who knows where the fuck it goes. Okay? So... Davis confirmed that the suspect was dead, but did not elaborate on the cause of death. He did not say what type of gun was used, calling it a horrible tragedy. VTA Chairman Glenn Hendricks said the shooting happened in the light rail maintenance yard and not in the operations control center. Sources say the suspect is believed to have killed himself after the shooting. Multiple weapons and ammunition were reportedly found inside the home. 2 victims were taken to the Santa Clara Valley Medical Center. Hospital spokeswoman Joy Alexio said one was pronounced dead on arrival and the other is currently in critical condition. They got a bunch of 911 calls from witnesses hearing shots. Law enforcement sources said early indications are that the shooting was related to a workplace issue and that it did not involve riders of the Santa Clara County's light rail system.
Hassle.
I mean, the latest information is that he killed himself after shooting multiple people 6 minutes ago, according to what the district attorney said, and the service has been suspended. And that's pretty much it. There's going to be a press conference at 1:30 with Gavin Newsom, the governor. And there's currently an explosives investigation using to scan the shooter's house. The suspected shooter's house, to make sure that there aren't, bombs there as well. And that's it. I already see that we're moving on from this, but I can see that chat is already engaging in the age-old debates about, are mass shootings caused by mental health? Why are you vilifying people with mental health problems? Is it gun control? Under no pretense, or should the means of giving or of arming the proletariat ever get stopped or whatever the fuck? Great. Just go into our let's go back to our old, age-old arguments. Fuck that. We're not going to do that here. Instead, I'm going to go and get fucking mad at some other shit. Okay. One, we'll look at the CNN confronting woman behind the bogus Arizona election audit. But I want to talk about the four House Democrats making clear their displeasure with some progressives over Israel rhetoric. Now, in recent days, you saw like with Mark Ruffalo, who is otherwise a very who's otherwise like a very kind, very empathetic, and very good person overall, who talks about like Palestinian liberation on very clear terms, among numerous other causes that he openly advocates for, who's very brave. Mark Ruffalo also came out and said that, Israel, what Israel's doing against Hamas is not genocide. And he called it the Israel-Hamas conflict. Now, that I have seen is the ongoing rhetoric, right? Okay. What happened is we're going back to the old school, criticisms of Israel create anti-Semitism, and therefore criticisms of Israel is anti-Semitic. It's like the same. It's like in the same vein, basically. It's the same type of fucking propaganda talking points that people are comfortable throwing out. So now it's like, the PR teams are working and they're fucking, and the PR machine is in full speed. Mark Ruffalo's statement was bad. I criticized it. You guys remember I said, you know, you should tell
Why
the
don't
families of the
people talk
200 plus
about the
murdered
PLO anymore?
Palestinians. You should tell that to the 200 plus families of the 200 plus murdered Palestinians in Gaza that they were declared enemy combatants, that, you know, Israel wasn't doing ethnic cleansing, right? And what I find to be particularly interesting in the language here is that this is a PR line. This is not a Mark Ruffalo line, because most people that understand and acknowledge the existence and the humanity of Palestinians won't fucking say this is Israel Hamas fighting. Okay? That's a very important distinction. Now, the reason why that's important, an important distinction, even before like he apologized for calling it genocide, that is the key part here that's doing a lot of the work. Motherfuckers love portraying this as conflict between Israel and Hamas. But it's not Hamas that's dying, it's Palestinians that's dying. Okay? There's a couple different things that people do in mainstream media without like without letting you in on or cueing you in on what they're actually saying. Changing this from an apartheid or a colonizing apartheid settler colonial state to, oh, Israel's right to existence. Changing the conversation from like Israel murdering Gaza Palestinians in the world's largest open air prison to, oh, this is conflict between Israel and Hamas, as though they're like equal forces, as though they have like, you know, similar goals or whatever the fuck. These are little ways in which you slowly but surely materialize your perspective and your clearly one-sided point of view. It's a false equivocation. It's a false equivalency. And it's also a lie. It does not represent what is going on the ground. So now, take it one step further, and there are people saying it's actually fucked up to say Israel is being an apartheid state or committing acts of terrorism. These statements are anti-Semitic to its core. And by the way, like, if you look at some of the ADL reports, ADL, which also considers like a lot of a broader scope of like of criticisms of Israel to be anti-Semitic in nature. If you look at ADL reports, which get featured regularly in the news media right now about like anti-Semitic attacks increasing, which they absolutely fucking have, and it's disgusting. They will feature shit like people got caught saying Israel is behaving like Nazis, like things that I literally say on this broadcast. Like the comparison of Israel, the Israeli government, to Nazis is considered anti-Semitic, and they include that in the anti-Semitic hate crimes. Like, that's fucking nuts. Okay, so that shit is it's like, it's fucking unacceptable. Okay. ADL reported a Jewish couple trolling a Palestine event as an anti-Semitic attack. Yeah, I know. I'm going to talk about that in a second. The problem is people try to rebut with Hamas Palestine because Palestine voted in Hamas. It's idiotic, but that's their default rebuttal now. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Okay? You can't fucking say that like 9/11 was a justifiable attack on U.S. soil because Americans fucking voted for you know, the death and destruction that befall on civilians in that regard were justifiable because Americans fucking voted for more imperialism. Like, my sentiment was not justifying the deaths of civilians with that regard. Don't say all of a sudden, motherfucker. You know what I mean. It is an expected retaliation, is what I meant. An expected retaliation from people that we fucking trained. So, to consider what Israel is doing to not be an apartheid state is to deny reality. And if I'm being honest,